Hello everybody and welcome to Omnipoke, the channel that brings you guys everything Pokemon. I'm Jack and today we're going to be jumping straight into the Brilliant Stars Decklist videos. Brilliant Stars came out early on PTCGO today, so we're able to jump straight in with some new deck content. Obviously Joe has his demo account, so he's going to be looking at a lot of the Arceus decks and a lot of the sort of main new decks to come out of the set that aren't sort of old decks that require a few changes. And I'm going to be taking some of the older decks that obviously I already have cards for, sort of jamming in Ultra Ball, jamming in Choice Belt, that kind of thing, showing how we slightly adapt the list. So yeah, of course, kicking things off with Mew. Mew, I think, is the undisputed best deck in format right now, and honestly, we still think it is going to be going forward. The list looks fairly similar to sort of Mew lists of old. Basically, we've found space for 4 Ultra Ball, we've found space for 1 Choice Belt and a Turbo Energy, but in general, it looks pretty similar to kind of lists that we've seen over the past few weeks. We've got a 4-3 Mew VMAX line. Obviously, Mew VMAX is the main attacker in most instances, with hints of Meloetta in the early turns here and there, but Cross Fusion Strike, letting you copy any bench Fusion Strike Pokemon's attack, is incredibly strong, to be honest. So it means you can copy Meloetta's Melodious Echo, it means you can copy Genesect's Techno Blast, but also you can do some jumping things with Psychic Leap, that kind of stuff as well. So yeah, really, really strong. Meloetta is one of the biggest reasons that Mew is doing so well right now, because it's fantastic tempo in the early turns. Melodious Echo does 70 times the number of fusion energy attached to all of your Pokemon. So in combination with Elesa's Sparkle, you can search these energy out of the deck, attach them, and on turn 1 very easily be doing 210 damage, and then with Power Tablets even more. So obviously going second, you really do pose a big threat. And then it's all wrapped together in a lovely bow with Genesect V. Genesect V's Fusion Strike system ability lets you draw, as you draw cards until you have as many cards in your hand as you do Fusion Strike Pokemon in play, but you can do that per Genesect you have. So 3 Genesects on the board with 6 Fusion Strike Pokemon in play. You can draw up to 6 in hand 3 times per turn, which is crazy. The rest of the deck is built around finding Sparkle turn 1, building that board very, very quickly, and then finding Boss turn 2 and 3 pretty much. We've obviously got the 4 Battle VIP Pass, we've got the Crams to get rid of them, but Ultra Ball really opens up being able to get rid of some of these dead cards as well now. Extra VMAXs, extra VIP Passes that can only be used on the first turn, so after then you can't use them anymore, so Ultra Ball really opens up being able to get rid of them. Extra Stadiums, extra Elesa's Sparkles when you don't need them anymore, all of that kind of stuff. Ultra Ball really thins out the hand very, very nicely. Still got some Fog Crystals and Quick Balls in here. Still got the Cramomatics and the Rotom Phones. I'm actually toying around with a 4 Rotom Phone 2 Cramomatic build as well in my own personal testing at the moment, but at the moment we've gone for 3-3. Again, just Cram is really strong for, 1, just being able to pick up the exact card you need on a coin flip, but 2, also thinning the hand down to be able to just draw more cards with Fusion Strike system. Yeah, so yeah, 4 Ultra Ball is basically the big upgrade of the new deck, just being able to thin the hand down. But that in combination with Quick Ball means that you are able to build a board so much easier than before as well. You're not relying on drawing these these cards that are only once per or 1 turn during the game. You now have an extra 4 ball search outs that at the moment were being taken up with like Great Balls or whatever, which never feel great. So Ultra Ball really opens up the doors for getting a big board early. 4 Stadiums, we still think Path to the Peak is potentially a big deal in this format. Obviously Arceus V-Star has a great ability, so there's going to be people trying out Path to the Peak to stop that. So we are still respecting that. Double Training Court is our 2 of Stadium of choice. At the moment, you can also play 2 of Rose Tower instead. But we, again, are really respecting things like Duraludon and stuff as well, just being able to squeak out some extra value out of our basic energy. And also it means that we have some somewhat easy discards with Ultra Balling away basic energy at some points during the game as well, because you know you can always get them back with Training Court that same turn and attach. So yeah, Double Turbo is another huge card. Obviously Mew attacks for 2 colourless energy, so Double Turbo fulfills that cost in 1 turn, which is really, really strong in terms of against some of these strategies that are trying to disrupt your energy, with fans, hammers, all of that kind of stuff. Double Turbo means that you can power up an attacker from just 1 attachment, which is great, without having to use your Sparkle. It does reduce the damage you do by 20, but we do have Power Tablets, and we do have Choice Belt as well now, which does a flat plus 30 to all active V Pokemon, which is, again, really, really strong for the deck, to be able to kind of supplement this damage loss here and there. So yeah, Really interesting stuff. A couple of techs that you could include. Again, I've been playing around the Cram and the Rotom Phone count a little bit. You could play around the Stadium count. Marnie is another big one. Marnie is a card that's really strong against some of these counter decks that try and build a hand against you, sort of with Clara combos and stuff like that, to then drop Galarian Moltres when you've only got like 3 or 4 prizes left. Sorry, 2 or 3 prizes left, and try and just take the game through the back of 2 Galarian Moltres V. So mining those decks at the right time can be pretty good. It's pretty dead in the early game, which is kind of unfortunate. So you do kind of have to sometimes Ultra Ball it away, or sometimes it's a dead card here and there. But it can be very, very strong in those decks. But yeah, so there's I guess the other way of playing this now is also like a quad double turbo build, which I haven't tried too much, but I will definitely be trying. But obviously that hard loses to a couple of things like Duraludon, like anything playing like heavy special energy removal, that kind of stuff. It's a bit weaker against. And obviously you also lose the tempo of Meloetta. It means you can play things like Oricorio, which is another card you could include in here as well, actually. Oricorio does help some maths here and there. But obviously Choice Belt somewhat mitigates it, to an extent now. But there are a few decks that are playing techs to do exactly 320 damage to try and KO a Mew VMAX. So Oricorio can indeed help out with that. Obviously, things like Inteleon and Zigzagoon damage can't go through this Fusion Strike energy to push you into that damage range. So yeah, Oricorio can be really helpful in that situation. But yeah, let's jump straight into a couple of games. Just quickly, make sure you check out the Potown store. Obviously, Brilliant Stars codes are available now, so make sure you use the code Omnipoke to get 5% off your order when you're picking up some of these Brilliant Stars codes ready for PTCG O and PTCG Live, because that also goes live today, which is pretty exciting. But yeah, unfortunately we are just on PTCG O today. We're going to jump straight into a game though, see what we're up against. Looks like it's a lightning deck box. It could be Raichu. Raichu is a new card from Brilliant Stars that is a pretty interesting one. Have to wait and see. They're going to be going first. We have a pretty strong turn, to be honest. We have the Meloetta Genesect combo. We have Sparkle to Meloetta. I'm going to hold this for now. We have Sparkle to Meloetta. We have Attachment, so we can be doing minimum 140 this turn, which is very strong. Taking 1 prize as well. That is pretty cool. Quick walling away. Elemental Badge. Okay, looks like this is probably Jolteon. Okay. Jolteon's an interesting one. Obviously, again, those kind of energy plays where the energy placement of the fusion energy can be pretty important in terms of trying to work out the best way to avoid them being able to take snipe damage. So this is the kind of play I was talking about when discussing Training Court earlier on. We can discard this energy pretty freely and just grab it back later on should we need to. So it looks like I'm discarding the VMAX here. What do we have access to? Primary count is going to be the Fusion Strike energy, which we have 3 of, so we've got 1 prize. We have 1 Sparkle prized as well. Rotom Phone prized. Okay, I'm pretty happy getting Meloetta here, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty happy getting Meloetta here. We get to Sparkle to a Mew and a Meloetta, which is really good. Because it means if they're able to take the Meloetta, which they're likely to be able to take the Meloetta this turn, considering they got all of the stuff they needed to do so, we can at least respond with a Mew. And to be honest, it's a lot easier for Mew to one-shot a VMAX now. We do a base 210, so with Choice Belt, you do 240, which is really good, because then you only need 2 Power Tablets to be able to one-shot a VMAX, which is very strong. Speaking of that Choice Belt, we are going to grab it and we're going to attach it here. I think I'm going to be Ultra Balling these other 2 cards away. Sorry about the sound in the background, by the way. Joe is streaming right now, so any followers or subs he gets whilst streaming are going to be heard on the video. Okay. Pretty strong hand. I think I want to keep this Ultra Ball to be able to grab Mew VMAX next turn. Though we could just Ultra Ball away Sparkle and VIP Pass. I don't mind Ultra Balling Sparkle VIP Pass. I'll have... Basically, I want to try and find another stadium next for next turn. If that's the case, do we get rid of Boss? It might be better to get rid of Boss here. Because we might need to sparkle this energy on. I think you're okay to get rid of the sparkle here. Do I want to grab this now? We trade one less card. We're drawing 4 cards. I really do need to find either a stadium or a Rotom Phone. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 outs, drawing into a 31 card deck. Or drawing 4 cards into a 31 card deck. Or we can just forgo the Mew VMAX now. If we forgo the Mew VMAX, we also risk not being able to attack next turn though. And I think even if we get past, we want to attack. So I think it's better to take the Mew VMAX here. Even if it reduces the amount of cards we get to take. Because hopefully it means we can still attack next turn. Whoa, we actually... Wow, we were actually really close to being able to KO this Jolteon here. If we'd attached... Wow, if we hit the Fusion Energy, we actually would have just got the KO, which is pretty wild. We are going to do this. I think I want to take the Sobble off the board because realistically they could be sitting on a dead hand right now. They could be like relying on this Drizzile. I'm not under too much pressure to just poke this Jolteon because hopefully we can attack this Jolteon for quite a bit of damage next turn anyway. And even if we can't, we can just boss up another Jolteon and take the extra 2 prizes. They're pinging a Genesect here. So they did have a level ball, but I'm guessing they probably have supporter as well. I've got the net, no supporter. Okay, so worst comes to the worst, we can actually boss KO the Sobble and still keep them on a dead hand. But realistically, trying to KO this Jolteon here would be ideal. And I think it is plausible, given the fact that we have 3 Genesects and can lower our hand to a very small amount. We can even Rope plus Boss, which seems like a sensible play. So we already have the Choice Belt placed, so we're... Okay, they're straight up scooped. We already have the Choice Belt placed, so we only needed 2 Power Tablets as well. Nice. Just having access to that Ultra Ball there really opened up the hand for me, which is good. We'll grab another game. Do indeed get to go first. It's still optimal to be going first. Developing a board is very strong. This hand is busted. This hand is insanely strong. That's before we even get to see what we're up against. We've got the mirror, okay. The mirror, you say? Mirror is a weird one. I should do this first. I think I want to leave a 1 prize in the active against them. They take 1. We take 1, but we take their energy off the board, so they find it harder to take another one. So yeah, we need to leave a 1 prizer in the active here. We have all 4 our energy. We have a Sparkle in hand already, and we have energy attachment via Crystal. Okay. We could draw to try and find more. Like if we don't hold the crystal, if we hold the crystal there, we could draw to try and find energy off of that. But I think I want to find cards other than energy off of this. I want to find sparkles and not sparkles. more ways to develop the board. So they're KOing our Meloetta. We're KOing with a Mew VMAX that realistically should be, hopefully, taking a lot of pressure off of us. I'm just trying to work out where this energy goes. I think it's fine to go here. Do I want to play the Rose Tower down, or am I happy with this hand? So this is always happening. Do I want to give them the Rose Tower? I don't know that I want to give them the Rose Tower. We're holding Ultra Ball, so we realistically can get rid of it next turn. Next time we have Sparkle plus Attach. Or we also have Attach plus Gust KO if we want. We have 2 Mews down. If they don't KO us somehow, we have Sparkle Attach. I really want to carry on turboing through the deck though. I'm going to carry on drawing cards, I think. Theoretically, the player that has more Genesect draws more cards, so let's try and leverage this. The only downside is if we draw a boatload of fusion energy. Now I think this is a hand we hold. Because I don't want to draw more energy. We attach Sparkle. We have Cram plus Phone to be able to find outs to switching this / gusting or whatever. Cram could even get us Gust on a lone. Yeah, okay. Cram could even get us Gust on a lone Mew, which is also pretty strong. But that would be leaving the Meloetta open, potentially. There's a Catcher, which really puts... puts me about a bit. That's a Mew. Do they have the Sparkle already? They have the Sparkle already. This could be a big turn from them. Wow. Couldn't do anything, but was able to take the first 2 prizes. If we can KO this Mew, I think we're still fine. Potentially, maybe not. Let's see what this Cram says. This Cram's a heads, so I have the opportunity to boss if I want to. Actually, it got 2 boss prized. Taking this away would mean they would have to get a similar amount. I think it's good to boss here. I think bossing is good here. Because we can just play the 2-2-2 game plan now. I mean, with only with only 1 boss, that's a lot harder. But I think this is fine. Plus, we don't lose out too much on this damage as well. And we're drawing a lot more cards than our opponent, which is good. We need to get another Mew down. They can already KO a Genesect, so just grabbing a Mew here is fine. Or we can grab Meloetta and Quick Ball for a Mew, which is better, I think. Let's draw some more cards. Okay, so that was the other thing I was interested in grabbing. Power Tablets. Power Tablets are good. Do I care about this phone now? I don't think so. I think, again, we're in a situation where we just cross Fusion Strike. Copy Techno Blast for the KO. And hope that they're somewhat capped next turn. We need to find switching outs. We've used 0 switching outs. Okay. That's a scoop from them. We'll grab 1 more game because both of those games were pretty speedy. $50 why not? So I'm recording this right now, and as of the moment, PTCG Live is not out, but it could be by the time I finish recording. I'm seeing a lot of chatter that it is now out. So I'm pretty excited to go and take a look. Optimus Ewok, what a great name. Pretty strong hand, even though we're having to start Genesect because we have 3 Genesects already, which is crazy. Again, we'll hold them for now. Oh, they let us go first. Wild, okay. Cool. I like going first. Okay, so what do we have available to us this game? We've got a Fog Crystal prized, I believe. Yeah. Energy-wise, we've got 1 boss prize. We've got a Training Court prized. Nothing too scary by the looks of it, which is great news. I think I'm just going to draw 1 for now. We could Ultra Ball for more draws. Power Tablets are really important, and the Switch is really important, and we only have 1 boss. So all of these cards feel very important. And because we have 3 draws, because we have 3 Genesects, I think I can draw once and make a decision after that. That is statistically the worst card we could have drawn, I think. I think I'm sending up Meloetta here. I think the tablet has to go. I think we've been off the Switch as well. We have more outs to boss. We have more outs to Switch. Though, I guess we probably need to... This means I basically have to attach this Fusion Energy to Meloetta. No, because I can't Sparkle. Okay, we have to attach to Mew. I think the Switch was the Switch might have been a bit of a better keep. That's really good. I think now we hold this hand. I don't want to burn all of my Power Tablets. We can burn a Power Tablet and a Crystal, but I think I'd rather just hold this hand. Next turn we can push pretty hard. We can't really. Well, we always have access to Sparkle, so I can always burn this Fog and draw 1 more card and hope it's an Ultra Ball, I guess. Mew VMAX is also decent. Alrighty, I'm going to sneeze. I think I'm good. Oh no, there's another one. Okay, sneezes are out the way. Our opponent's grabbed a Switch from Mysterious Tail. Cake really does put me about. Actually, no, it doesn't. Because it's the same amount. Oh, we drew Boss. That's like, again, one of the worst cards we could have drawn. Well, we definitely need to do this. And then we can Genesect for 1. Sorry, for 2. We can Genesect number 1 for 2. Fusion Energy is great. This Rotom Phone will probably determine what the rest of our turn is like. It is a rope. Rope is perfect. Because then we draw exactly 1 card. It is exactly Escape Rope. We play the Escape Rope. We play the Sparkle. We attach 2 energy cards. We attach a third energy card. We draw 3 more cards. We did kind of waste 2 powers. Tablets. But I don't think we can complain. Because realistically, it should be very difficult for them to get a knockout here. We are down to only 1 tablet, 1 choice band left, which means we can only KO 1 more capedization in 1 turn. But I don't think that matters. Oh, it does look like Live is out. As of me recording this, Live has just come out. It's pretty wild. Here comes the Zam. Second Sorcerer attach KO. Second Sorcerer attach KO would be pretty scary. If not, we can just boss KO for another 2. Okay, there's the right hand, and then they can attach. Okay, so they are going to be taking a KO here. And they got the Cape. Burst. This was a very strong turn from them. Very strong. So we're actually out of range of being able to one-shot them in any capacity right now. We can eventually one-shot, or we can eventually two-shot through with Max Miracle, which is good. I want to hold this to be able to bounce Stadium. I think a boss and a Mew go. That's pretty reasonable. I'm going to grab another one of these. I want to put a Mew down because we might just have to jump back in a whole heap this game. Yeah, I think I want to hold this counter Stadium. So I think I'm just drawing... we can draw... I think I'm just drawing 1 for now. Energy attachment is basically the only thing I'm super invested in this turn. I don't actually want to discard many cards on my hand, so I'm pretty sure all I want to do is this. We can basically just take our time with this, I think. We can hopefully boss KO any Zacian that looks to be being built on the opponent's bench to close out at that kind of line of play. They're capped at 130, so they're not even two-shotting us. No, there's no choice belt on the board. So you definitely have time. We are going to have to spend either a tablet or a band to be able to one-shot the Zacian, but band/tablet one-shot Zamazenta as well. So if we can find band and plant it on one of the VMAXs, it's going to be really good. Wow, didn't attack. Oh, I didn't find switching out. I see. Okay. What draws us the most cards here? Rope, switch, court, draw 3. Still want to hold the boss. So I think rope. switch, court, draw 3 cards. Need to find tablet or band, assuming they are in the deck. We missed tablet and band there. I'm going to attach this double turbo here and draw 1 more. And we can Rotom Phone to find band. Sorry, belt. I keep calling it band. It's because it's basically the spiritual successor to... So if my numbers are correct, we can max Miracle here for a KO. There should be no way he can respond KO. So any 2 prizes that comes down, we can just copy Genesect. If they get Cape on a Zacian, get a Cape on a Zamazenta, we can't KO it in one shot, whatever happens. If they get a Cape on a Zacian, we have to find our last power. I think it's in the deck, but that could be one of the last 2 prizes. I can't remember now. There is that quick ball. Grabbing a stadium, grabbing a energy rep from the stadium. There's the belt. There's a tool scrapper for the belt. So now we are going to have to find the power tablet if we want to be able to one-shot a 2 prizer here. Zacian and Zamazenta essentially have the same HP with a belt now because with a cape now because we don't have belt anymore. So if they have a cape, we're not in trouble, but we're, you know, behind. Well, they could just attack us here. Attacking us isn't terrible, I guess. Question mark. Are they going to attach and swing, or are they going to Intrepid here? Debating attach swing by the looks of it. Well, they've attached. Debating the attack compared to Intrepid Sword by the looks of it. Just gone for the Intrepid Sword. Okay. I actually think that's a little bit better for my hand because it means we can get rid of one of these bosses. We drew the energy, which is the exact card I wanted to draw off with Fog Crystal, which is a shame. That's okay. Let's put this in play. Attach this here. We can boss. We can burn this. So we do have 1 power tablet left. We also have 3 crams. Admittedly, no item in hand currently to activate them. There's our item though. And there's a heads. Nope. That's going to grab the power tablet. It means we can copy Techno Blast for the KO. So, Mew still strong as ever, but Ultra Ball really helped thinning the hand down in a couple of situations there. Also, way nicer to grab VMAX than just having to play Evo Incenses that don't work on half of your targets. So yeah, you can see why Mew is still going to be good. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. We're gonna keep it short. I think we're gonna try and make these deck lists a little bit shorter from now on. Less focus on the discussion and more focused on some gameplay. So there was 3 games in there. 2 of them were at pants, but one of them was pretty interesting. But yeah, you all know what Mew does by now. Grab some Ultra Balls. Grab... ooh, a trade was complete. Grab a Turbo Energy. Grab a Choice Belt. And start tearing up the ladder, as you know you will be able to with Mew. But yeah, thanks very much for watching. I've been Jack from Omnipoke. I look forward to seeing you guys in another video soon. Cheers, everyone.